Hey YouTube, it's Rochelle, and I'm back to let you know how my February 2017 went. Let's get started. Now, if you remember from my last video, I planned on setting aside $150 for my emergency fund for our family. Good news, I was able to actually save $500. So that was great. I always love putting extra money to the side for our savings. You just never know what might happen. Now, as far as our bills went, everything stayed around the same. Our water bill was a little bit higher, ended up being 78.46 instead of 70. Gas and electric was definitely under. If you remember in my January video, it was extremely high, $260. But for the past month of February, it was only $179.77. So that was great. Now here for the Wi-Fi, remember I told you I caught a deal where I saw that they were offering, my cable company was offering Wi-Fi for only $39.99 a month for 12 months. So I switched to that plan. So my bill was actually $0 this month. So I can expect to pay for 2 months on my next bill. Everything, phones, insurance, expenses for Eva, all of the automatic bills pretty much stayed the same. I ended up not doing the Apple Care because I had trouble getting into the Apple store to pay for it. So online using the app. And so I just pushed it to the following month. But I do want to definitely invest in the Apple Care for the Apple AirPods that we have because we love them. And I would hate to have something happen to them and have to pay full price. But for now, we're covered. I think the first year we're covered, but I like to go ahead and pay the Apple Care so that we have it for the next 2 years. So that's it, guys, for the month of February as far as fixed expenses. Now let's move to the cash envelopes. Okay. Oh, I forgot to also mention, did plan on spending $100 for Eva's expenses this month, where they actually only came to 50. So instead of putting that money to the side, I spent it on something for her. So that was great. Okay, now to the cash envelopes. Everything pretty much stayed the same. We actually are increasing our grocery budget because we find that the more food that we buy, the more we eat at home, the less we spend on eating out. So we are not scared to have a huge grocery budget. Let's see. Everything pretty much stayed the same for cash envelopes, which was great. I was able to feed almost all of them. So that's good. Love saving. Okay, now let's move to the electronic funds. I recently started putting money to the side for our taxes for the next tax year because I don't want to owe any money. And just in case I do, I'll have some money set aside to put at that balance. So $25 for this month. Now let's get to the good part. The whole reason that we track our spending so that we can throw all of our extra income, towards our debt. So for this month, our scheduled debt payments came out, but in addition to those debt payments, I was able to set aside and put another $600 towards my husband's credit card. If you remember, we cash flow everything, and the only thing that we keep, and this is our personal decision, is to have a credit card for each of us. And we use those for large expenses, travel expenses, to book hotels and such, and also to work on the house. So we choose to keep that part of our life separate from our bill money and from our savings, so that way we never have to worry in case we're charged twice for something. It's just easier. So February went really well. It went quick, but it went really well. We were able to meet our goals, and I'm happy. So let's talk about March. Okay, guys, I'm really excited about the month of March because if everything goes right, we could be debt free except for our credit cards that we choose to keep. So this is a big month. We have 3 pays. My husband will get paid 3 times, and I get paid weekly, so I will get paid times. We are going to use that money and try to get out of debt. So here's our budget. Let's talk about the fixed expenses. It comes to about $2,000. And notice that I add in my travel as a fixed expense because remember, the name of my channel is Healthy Budget Travel Love, and it's for this very reason. We choose to set aside money every month towards spending and towards vacation because that is the one thing we splurge on. We eat at home. We don't have a lot of bills. We don't have a lot of debt now that we've been able to pay it all off almost. So we choose to spend our money that way. So everything is pretty much the same this month. I need to fix that. Wi-Fi will be double the amount, so I can expect to pay about $80 or more. And I think everything else is right. There's an Easy Pass bill that I need to pay. I need to get my brakes done. And I need to make sure that I take care of the Apple Care. So that's it as far as fixed expenses. Cash envelopes. I just did a video, so those are the amounts that I added. You'll see that in a different video. I did increase our grocery budget again from $500 to $600. And that's because, once again, the more we eat at home, the more money we're saving. And I decreased the eating out budget that I had set back up to $50. Okay, I increased my daughter's swim school budget to $96 because I'm trying to get ahead and pay for the rest of her sessions for the rest of the year and not have to worry about it. So anything I can do, any cash envelope I can start. So I have so many. Notice right here in the green, guys, $500. We are setting aside $500 this month to celebrate the fact that we have paid off over $34,000 worth of debt since April 2016. So just under 12 months, hopefully we can get this thing done. I am so excited. So we'll do something special with that money. Now let's talk about the debt. Always put my $25 to the side every month for taxes. But let's talk about the debt. So these are the last two pieces of debt that we have, not including taxes and not including the one credit card that we have each, which we will keep. School and windows. Now, windows, if we add the $250 for the regular monthly payment and combine it with the $1,356, that comes to, don't check my math, y'all, $1,606. If we can pay $1,606 this month, we will be done with our Windows credit card payments. No more, gone forever. So that's the plan. Then we plan on setting aside another $36 so that we can attempt to pay off my school loan. In total, if we are able to save another $645 by March the 31st of this year, I will be able to pay my school loan off and be debt-free except for our mortgage, taxes, and credit cards. So I'm super excited this month. I know we can do this, guys. I'm just so motivated right now. I've been watching everybody's YouTube videos. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are having trouble with your budgets, if you're being successful with your budgets, if you're feeling kind of stagnant, if you just don't know where to start. Let's talk. I am willing to help you with a little bit of information that I've learned. And once again, if you're seeing my video for the first time, just know my name is Rochelle and I am here on my debt-free journey, and I love the Dave Ramsey plan. Now, of course, we've tweaked it to meet our household needs, but for the most part, this plan works. If you are willing to stick it out and just make the small sacrifices, that it really adds up to a lot. That's it, guys. That's my budget for the month of March. I hope it's a great month for you, and I will see you in my next video. Peace, love, and travel.